It was a person who said that this podcast is becoming too left-leaning. This fear-mongering about the national debt is such an insane, like, anti-right-wing talking point. And I was so confused by that, because hasn't moderating the budget and moderating spending, at least on the surface, I'm not saying judging by the actual actions, been a core tenet of Republican platforms for like 30 years? Am I wrong about that?
Yeah, fiscal conservatives. That is in theory what the Republican Party
I think
cares
this is
about.
Creating a schism right now in the Republican Party between what you might call the tech right and the other right. I don't even know what the good name to that.
Yeah.
MAGA right, I guess. But like the tech right specifically is clearly like this is a line that they're hitting, because you're talking about the All In podcast, but also Elon Musk. Also, there's a clearly a uncomfortability with how blatant this is,
and people feel lied to.
Yeah, I mean, because they really ran on it. It was not, especially this time around, it was really discussed, especially among those circles.
It was a really common talking point from people who were a little more, let's say, a little more in the middle, a little more debating who they would vote for leading into this election. I feel like for those people who weren't the diehard MAGA crowd, the main reasons they were voting for this administration were to deal with fiscal things like this.
Let me say something. Let me phrase this very carefully. I'm not glad Trump is president, but that was one thing where I was like, okay, at least we have an administration which is explicitly going to address this. That felt very hopeful to me, because that was not a focus at all with the previous administration. So when Trump was elected, although there are many things I disagree with him on, to that guy's credit of this has become too left-wing, that is an area where I'm like, I super agree with these priorities. We have to get spending under control. At some point, our politicians need to address this. So this was an area I was really hopeful of, like, that would be fantastic.